And there we have it. There's one more of those. One more of those assassin attacks that take place. And that's another named guy, and I think he is level 40. He's stronger. Rance is 42, so he automatically wins, basically, so that works. Rance will be faster, he'll be stronger, he'll have more health. Yep. Now they're declaring that they will fight. All of these guys, they're tired of just kind of waiting around. And it makes it way more fun. So you're not fighting all those shitty units. You're fighting the cool stuff. That's what I like to do. Fight the cool enemies, see what they're capable of. See all the new abilities that they can perform that I haven't experienced yet. Well, I have at this point. But I mean in the past, that's why I liked fighting them. Hattori Hanzo is a better ninja than Sakai Tadatsuga, but Tadatsuga can assassinate. And I guess, oh my god, I should do the dungeon. I won't know because Rance just got done with the assassin battle and he's got to rest. Oh, and you can do this here. I'm going to do it now because I need the money. The levies, you can impose the levies, and it's the tax. They start out once you've conquered a territory for the first time at 2,000, and they climb up to 5,000. I think it's 100 every turn. And you get an action, not an action textbook, but a textbook to increase the stat and the money. And I think Rance has sex with someone. He doesn't get any satisfaction though. Once in a while he does. He didn't there. And I got an attack textbook. Good game. You know I want those. They're good. Skip around here. Cautious as hell, you know. And something with these guys. Acknowledging the fact... Oh, the Tenshi Sect man. Acknowledging the fact that they've entered war with Oda. He's talking about all the people who died. Over 1,000 monks were burned to death. That's pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty extreme. It's a lot of people. So that's why they declared war, for those 1,000 people. And Sagan's really mad, you know? He takes it all personally. Of course he should. He's their leader. And their goal is to execute Nobunaga. They want to kill him. They don't realize that he's a demon yet. They don't know that. They couldn't know that. And these people are talking to Sagan every once in a while. They kind of hover around him. He doesn't want them to get too far away. Which makes sense. And on her shoulder, those little poofy ball things, those adorn a lot of the female characters in this game. And I don't know what the fuck they are. But I love the way they look. I don't know. I just thought I'd announce that in case someone knows what they are. I've never seen them in real life. No, that's not true. I've seen them on hats. Yeah. Well, that temple in the background is the same CG. The Tenshi Sect headquarters is the same as Hanoji on the outside. They look the same, they just reuse the CG. You're not supposed to focus on that stuff. But I do. And look at Imagawa has so few troops. They have the same amount of troops as me almost. That means they're bad. Because you always are undermanned throughout the whole game. Pretty much. I mean, other armies get up to 60,000 troops and you're barely at 20,000. You can still fight them. You're able to do that fine. They're limited by the amount of times they can go per turn, just as you are. So it's all good. I don't know that reference there. The Fuji family? I think the Imagawa family was real. So, I mean, they were a real clan. I don't know about the Fuji one that they're talking about. And they're all just picking names. All the Hannies are picking names. Basically whatever they want. I mean, I don't know how they're sentient. I don't know. I don't know how they work. The anatomy of a Hanny. I don't know. Like I said before, they're just clay pots. I don't have any organs. I don't have anything. Mikawa is Tokugawa's in my territory and they're attacking it. And hopefully we'll see something cool. I bet we will. Suzume can go... Actually, here's what I'll do. Suzume can sit in the front. She'll be safe there. And I will not send him in. Yeah, I will. No, I won't. Because I forgot Niwa Nagahide has the defeated warrior hunt ability. So if I annihilate an enemy unit, the chances that I capture them will go up. And Sakaki Abara, He's not very good. He's probably one of the worst units that you have at Tokugawa. He has low defense. His offense is a lot higher than his defense, which is weird because he's a guard unit. He's not very good. That'll tear him up. Yeah, that's a lot of damage for archers to do to a guard unit with their ability active. He has auto heal. He's one of the only units that have that. Well, that's not true either. All the yokai girls in the north have it, but that's because they're yokai. And Rance has it, obviously. And another woman you get here from Tokugawa has it, but that's it. I can't think of any others that have those abilities in the game. Kasui gets both of the benefits I want him to get. That's why Ganko is better. Not because Ganko always gives the unit I want the buffs I want, but because he distributed a lot more arrows, you know? He has more of an influence than Akechi. I'll show you Miko Storm. I haven't shown that yet. I don't know why it's taken so long. It's shitty. Fuka's is shitty. It's not good at all. Leader of the Miko Institute and Sagan both have this kind of ability. Fuka does 10% of their total health, the other ones do 25%. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's what goes on. And of course it hits all the enemy units and uses all of Fuka's flags. Take this guy out. Hopefully I can capture him. I'd love to do that. He's a key later on in alternate playthroughs to obtain Ayasu, their leader, who you cannot obtain in the first playthrough. He's killed. But you need to recruit Sakakihabara to do that. And I didn't get him, so that's just how it goes. I'm not really upset about it. He's not the one I want. I would like to have the ninjas or Honda. I would like to capture them before the final battle. I don't know if you can capture them during. But if I don't have any of them captured by that time, I will probably lose. Until I lower their troops a little bit. I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to talk about here? Rance is getting a blowjob from Syl. I mean, there is literally nothing to say about it, right? Oh, in case you're wondering, Rance can't have kids. Syl cast a spell on his balls, and he produces no, you know, sperm, I guess. I don't know what it is. He just can't have kids until she removes the spell. You know, if he wanted kids, she could lift the spell. So that's why no one ever gets pregnant. That's how that goes. In case you were wondering about how realistic this age game was, I thought I would clarify it for you. Just doing my job. And Syl, with her hair untied, it's just a big afro. It's a big pink afro. That's what her hair is like. It was like that in the previous games. I'm not sure why it's tied up in this one. I don't think I've said this before either, but Syl, I don't really like her. The game wouldn't be the same without her, and she's cool, and I appreciate her as a character and everything, but she's boring to me. She's kind of uninteresting. Suzume is too, I have to admit. That's not good. That's two of the main characters that I don't really care for. Once you recruit other commanders, it adds flavor. Oh, maybe I just lost troops now. That's upsetting. Yep, 20% of each unit escaped right now. So all the units I gave Rance previously are gone, and that was a waste of my money. But I had thought that already happened. Such is life. I'll just replenish it. That's... oh god, it's a pain when that happens, because you definitely notice it. I mean, in combat you definitely notice the loss of troops. I do. Casualties weren't very high, thank god. See, now Rance is below 400. Get him right back up. I like having Rance's troops high. I will do this to get this out of the way, so it doesn't feel out of place and weird later in the game. You want to do it once you've recruited her, or, I mean, by turn 60, you forget she's in your army and you do this. You're like, oh, that's right, your brother. Forgot all about him. Makes you feel like an asshole, and it doesn't fit at all. Not at all. It's like that with a lot of them. For example, I didn't do Fuka's. Huge fucking mistake. because Rance asks Fuka, he's like, if I defeat 3 territories, you have to have sex with me. And Fuka's like, okay. You know? And then you conquer 3 territories and you get that scene. I have conquered more than 3 territories and I didn't even start it yet. So when he asks Fuka to do that, it's like, okay, I'm already there. And it will be, it was an error on my part. I'll try not to do that in the future though. And here you find out that the town has been destroyed for a long time. So, there you have it. There's an old guy there. He piled up all the bodies of all the dead people and cremated them, I think. Yeah, it's kind of noble for an old guy to do that. An old man. Damn. All happened a year ago. Oh god. And then the music changes a bit here. I don't like this music at all. Not at all. And I can't really feel touched this part because I don't care about Yamamoto. You're supposed to feel kind of sad, but I don't really. I mean, I can see why it would be a sad thing, but it's not like later in the game when sad things actually do happen, and I'm like, damn, that's depressing. It's just this. I mean, you never met Taro-sama anyway. Oh, that's what they called him. Taro, you never met him. So you don't care. And then Yamamoto realizes that she's the last one in her family. So she has to, her brother was supposed to be the heir, right? Well, he's dead. So it's her duty now to find an heir, well, create one. And that's what her route centers on. And yeah. Hopefully if I do an LP of that route, I'll be able to show it. And I plan on doing that for all of them. I don't know how I'm going to handle the beginning parts of the game. I'll probably just skip through it until the part where you trigger the scene or the route. And then I'll skip all the other extra filler stuff that's already been seen. I'll assume people never played the game before, Like, during this whole playthrough, I'm assuming the people watching this are either inexperienced or have never played the game or want help in completing the game. So they're looking for a walkthrough of sorts. That's how I'm looking at this. I'm trying to have some fun here and there too, and boy am I. This is a really long scene, and I don't have much to say about it at all. She has, again, I'm pointing out shit in the CG, but she has those little poof ball things on her chest too. Not her breasts, the little parts of her clothing, They're there. A lot of my friends liked this character a lot. Quite a few did. It was Kenshin or her. They didn't even know Ran, the purple-haired girl from Hojo, had a route. They didn't even know anything about her. I mean, this girl you're introduced to early. Kenshin, you're introduced to early. Ran isn't really important. You don't see her as important. And there you have it. She will give birth to a boy who can rule or succeed the Yamamoto family. And Rance, well, I mean, he hears about making a baby and he's just ready to roll. Music changes from sad and depressing environment to, you know what? Time to make a baby. Right here, at your brother's gravesite. That's how he feels. He didn't really think it through. Not at all. And she also explains that the successor, obviously the husband has to be Japanese too, if they're going to have a child who rules their Japanese family. Both the parents have to be Japanese. And that's kind of the whole problem in her route. Rance wants to do that for her, for the most part. Or he gets the ability to decide who the child, yeah. I don't know. You'll see it some other time.